things. Fine as hell, thick as fuck. Oh my god, that's my baby. Caroline, you divine, mighty fine.
Hi, welcome back to my channel and thank you for clicking on this video. So today I pretty much am coming at you with a pregnancy update. Today I am 34 weeks and 3 days. So as far as 34 weeks go, and this pregnancy for me has been I've had my ups and downs with emotions. It's pretty much been a wild ride with my emotions. My emotions have been like a roller coaster. And I don't know if you've ever been pregnant, but I know for me, I definitely had to deal with some insecurities of mine, like being, for one, I have a skin condition called psoriasis, and actually from me being pregnant, I break out more, and I'm really not supposed to be having like a lot of sugar. I'm not supposed to be having like red meat, and like these are all the things that I love. Like, you're taking the things from me that I love. Like, I freaking love food. So it's just been a really pain in the butt, like really. So one of the other things that I've gone through is the weight gain. Like I really have not been feeling myself lately. Like my neck is black. My neck is black. I never really had to like put makeup on my neck or anything like that. Like, it was kind of crazy. So my neck has been getting a lot blacker, but I have been using a little technique to lighten back up my neck. But I went from pretty much being like a good 185 to 230, and putting on all that weight, it's kind of been very stressful. Like, I feel like I can't even sit up. I can't even get off the couch. Like, I have to have my fiance pretty much help me get off the couch. Seriously. Like, I'm like, babe, I need you, I'm stuck. Or like half the time when I lay down, I like to lay on my back, but the thing about that is it's not really recommended for you to lay on your back when you're this far along in your pregnancy, because all the weight from the baby is pushing back on my back. So it's kind of been like, I'll get stuck. Like, I can literally feel I don't know, the bones in my back crackle. So that's another thing. And for me, that's one of the worst things, like having to deal with my back. And I've kind of been looking into, I used to use a heat pad, but I kind of been looking into getting maybe a memory foam for my mattress. So I can sleep better at night. I actually have to like sleep on my my right side, because that's when I can go to sleep a lot better. And it's kind of weird, because now that I'm thinking about it, it's good for the baby, and it's also good like if you really struggle from heartburn like I do. I know one of the methods that I use for my heartburn is sometimes I'll use baking soda, like a spoonful of baking soda. Yes, it's disgusting, but you use a tablespoon or a teaspoon of baking soda, and you pretty much let that go down. And now I notice I've been using it for about 2 weeks now to knock down the heartburn, because before I was using an acid reducer. But I know that my baby is gonna have a lot of hair, so they say that's a method why we get heartburn in the first place. But I'm like, no, it's really other factors. It's from your the baby pretty much taking up all your room in your abdomen. and it's pushing your stomach up a little bit more, which causes the heartburn or the acid reflux. Another weird craving that I've been going through is, and it's your fault. This is my cousin Ivy's fault that I started this, but with my first pregnancy with my son, Anthony, I started to eat cornstarch. Cornstarch. I would literally go through like a whole box of cornstarch, like guilty. Like I would go through a whole box of cornstarch and it would be so good. It would just do something to me. Like even the thought of it would make my mouth water. And I remember there was one incident where I ran out of cornstarch, and I resulted to having that weird craving again in the middle of the night, and I didn't feel like going to the store, even though I live like right up the street from like a Walmart or whatever, and a CVS and a Walgreens. I just didn't feel like going through all that, so I ended up looking at the baby powder. I was like, yes. And I tried it, and it was disgusting. See, I know it's weird, but yes, I went through that. It was not fun. Like peppermint's supposed to be like another method for the heartburn, to get back to that. But these are just some of the things, even throughout this whole pregnancy up until this point, like what I've been dealing with. I feel like in one moment I'll be happy, like just laughing it up, or like I'll find a funny ass video on YouTube or Vine or whatever, even Instagram. Like one of the funniest people I like to watch is Plots. He's freaking hilarious, so I watch a lot of those, or I watch a lot of parody videos to keep me laughing, so I keep my emotions in check, and it's so funny. It's too funny half the time. I'm like laughing so hard, and my fiance's looking at me like, I don't find that funny. And I'm like, well, you need to have a sense of humor. And then the next minute I'm like crying. I'm like, I feel so fat. I don't feel good anymore, you know? And he's looking at me like, babe, I love you, and it's kind of sad you're crying, because, you know, he'll walk up and give me a hug, and I'm like, oh my God, I hate this. I love it. It's like one of those things you love to hate it. Like you love it so much you hate it. But it's kind of funny. And I've also noticed like how I'll be laying like on my back or whatever, and the baby will or put his feet right in my gut, right in my belly button. Like my belly button has already protruded. It's pretty much popped out. I like, it's kind of weird. Like when I do my makeup, I feel a lot better. I noticed also, like, as far as the weight gain goes, like
I have extra fat here and here.
But it's okay, because we're all beautiful and we're all different, so it's cool. And then I noticed another thing, like what was I'm a lot hornier. Yep, around this time your hormones are raging, and mine are raging like fire. Yes, Lord. It ain't nothing stopping me. But even though the doctor told me that I pretty much have to not have sex, I kind of broke the doctor's rules, if you feel me. But and my butt hurts. You are not supposed to be sitting on hot surfaces, so one way I like to fix that is I'll take a little pillow and I'll tuck it under that cushion. Even though I got some cushion, I got to have more cushion to talk about more about the baby and enough about myself. So it says that, I'm gonna ask Google, let's see what Google says. It says here, your baby now weighs about 4 to 3/4 pounds, and it's about the size of a cantaloupe, and is almost 18 inches long, and his fat layers, which will help regulate his body temperature once he's born, are filling out, making him rounder. His skin is almost smoother than ever. His central nervous system is maturing, which is good, and his lungs are continuing to mature as well. Now, and it says for me, by this week, fatigue has probably set in again, and although maybe not as the same as coma-like intensity for the first trimester, your tiredness is perfectly understandable, which I feel like I've been sleeping my butt off, and I'm gonna get my sleep because that's what I do. I'm in school right now, and I'm just loving the opportunity to be able to go to school online and in class and have that comfortability to pretty much do both and not really feel too obligated to get my fat butt up and go to school. So anywho, and I've also, it says also, given the physical strain you understand and the restless nights, frequent pees and tossing and turning, because yes, I have to get up. I literally have to wake up to turn over.
I'm not too really fond of taking like medicine and stuff like that, but I kind of had to ease the pain because I couldn't take it anymore. I know my fiance was like tired of me, like, babe, can you get this for me? Please, please. And I felt so bad for him. I love you, babe.
But another thing that I noticed too that I was going through was I recently thought I lost my mucus plug, and that moment was coming. Now, from my understanding, a mucus plug, which is like, if you are one of those sensitive, gross type people, like, this is not for you. You might have to get about this video. But anywho, this vlog is for all your strong ones. So anywho, I actually went and I went to the bathroom and I wiped, and I saw some of like something that looks like snot. And I remember this from my first pregnancy with my son Anthony. I pretty much went through that, and it was, I know for people, it's for different people, it's different. And I read online in an article, and it says that for some people, you can lose your mucus plug from a week to 2 weeks before going into labor. And I've also noticed my Braxton Hicks contractions have increased. It is almost like you get that sensation as if you are out of breath and your stomach tightens. And I've been going through that a lot. Now, it really hasn't happened too much today. I was actually told by my OBGYN to, for my prenatal care, to count the times that the baby kicks, to count all of like the kick count. I've been doing that, and for me, I notice he likes to move mostly around like 12, maybe 11 o'clock to 12, throughout 12 o'clock the entire time. Like, it's so weird, like my belly looks like little mountains, and it's so neat to just feel him move. I remember a couple of times, I actually remember he had the hiccups, and I felt like this rhythm, like it was like back to back, and I was like, what are you doing in there? And I like to talk to him a lot. We're just trying to embrace what's going on right now and know that life is beautiful, and giving birth to a child is beautiful. And I wouldn't have it any other way. But that's pretty much it for this video. If I didn't cover anything, this is just my experience and what I'm going through for my 34, transitioning to my 35 weeks. I don't know if you are pregnant or have been pregnant. Please help me.